dog, aka my dog, honestly, she's too bloody strong. Trying to get her out the car, and I'm getting her out the side that's next to the road, so I wait till there's nothing coming or there's a big gap, like a really big gap, because if she's not got a lead on, I have to put a lead on, then I have to detach her. Anyway, got her out the car, and sorry, I'm just like waiting to go. And she leaps and pulls me really hard, and I'm trying to get her onto the pavement, even though I do need to cross the road, but I can't see what's coming because she's literally spun me round, so I have my back to the traffic behind us, not in front of us. And then I'm having literally battling to get her on the flipping pavement. I'm not even joking. Talk about a battle. Oh my god. She would not get on that bloody pavement. She was behind me, so I couldn't see what she was doing. She eventually got onto it, started dragging me down the pavement towards where we were going. And then when we do cross the road, she's dragging me to literally where she's going. And when I went in, I was like, she nearly just got us both run over. And then she's just there going, wah, 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 wah. Yeah, telling her side of the story. She's too slow. God, these roadworks everywhere today. I didn't know there was any here, but then again, I've not been up here. God, honest to God. I was meant to leave at past, and then I was like, there's no way that's going to happen. So I was like, 22, that's like probably going to happen. Then it got to just before, and I was like, it's probably more likely to be 1:45. I think I got in my car at 10:02, and I'm not joking, I ended up behind a learner driver that was doing below half the speed limit. Sam's Angels. I've been behind Sam's Angels before, and this is a common thing. Like, I was on a 40 the other day behind Sam's Angels, and it was doing below half the speed limit, like 17, 18, kept slamming the brakes on, and I'm like, you're putting your student in a situation that they're not comfortable with, so they're driving insanely slow. You should be taking them away from this situation and building up the confidence. When I was learning to drive, why was I going to change gear? I've changed it now, whatever. When I was learning to drive, if I weren't confident, my driving instructor took me away from wherever it was I weren't confident and built confidence up. And if I was confident enough during that lesson, we would go back to a similar road or the same road, whatever. And years ago, I was at some traffic lights on Preston New Road. Oh God, the lights changed. And Sam's Angels was next to me. I was going straight on, they were going right. I'm not even joking. Or was I going right and they were going straight on? No, I think I was going right and they were going straight on. The student hit my car and she drove off. Now, there wasn't really any damage, there was like a couple of little light scratches, but the fact the instructor knew that they'd hit my car and carried on. But yeah, recently I've been behind that Sam's Angels quite a few times, and they're always below half the speed limit. Now I know it's a speed limit and you don't actually have to drive at the limit, but I think driving at half the limit when there's no conditions on the road that would warrant that, like it's not icy, it's not wet, it's not loads of traffic, nothing, like I just find it very weird that this instructor is encouraging their learners to drive so slowly, because that could cause an accident. God, I could do with some sunglasses. I wonder if I've got any in my car. I mean, I'm not going to look whilst I'm driving. I should have at least one pair. I'm literally driving past where my dad is. Well, he's on the left up a road, street, lane, avenue, close. And it'll be asleep. I'll guarantee he'll be asleep. You know what? I've done 70 miles this week. When I lived at the Meadows, I was doing about 30 when I couldn't drive my car. And I've done 70. And actually, by the time I get my diesel, it'd probably be 80-ish plus. Because I think when I leave Lidl, I'm going to go home, especially if the weather's going to get hotter. Because I don't know if the weather's going to get hotter. Please don't pull out in front of it. Oh my God, he nearly did. Oh my God, can you not park anymore in the middle of the road? BW5 GRAB, and they're called Grab Hire. Bert, Wesley and Son, so that's what the BW is for. And then Grab, is someone gonna let me go across? No, you're not. I've gone too far. I only just managed to get around that corner without hitting the curb because I went a little bit too far. One of the reasons I've got to go home is because I don't know if anything's getting delivered today, but where it gets delivered they can't access. I normally, if I know there's something being delivered, I normally make it so they can access it. I'm not going to say what it is. And I was meant to do it this morning, but I was rushing and I totally forgot. So, and also I don't know if the weather's going to get hotter, but I've got on my new comfort jumper. There's actually a guy next to me, can you see? It's the, if anyone's watching me, it says CMFRT. It's like knitted onto it. It's a wool blend. I'm not 100% keen on the neckline. It's a little bit higher than what I would like, but it is so soft. The arms are longer than my arms. I can fold it up if I want, but I might do that. I don't want to like get it damaged. I would say I've never spent this much on a knitted jumper, like a knitted, however, I don't know, I've had more expensive sweatshirts and hoodies, you know, like branded ones, like I've had like 60, 70, 80, 90 pound ones. But on things that are like knitted, even if they've had some wool in them, I don't think I've spent as much as this was. And this wasn't what I would call massively expensive. It's slightly shorter than what I would wear, but I like the fit. I've also got on brand new jeans that are like wide leg. I think the colour's concrete grey. No, it's slate grey. I said concrete the other day by accident. It's concrete. No, it's slate, not concrete. I accidentally said concrete the other day. I've just repeated myself. It's like a quite dark grey, not like the darkest grey, but it is, I'd say, very dark. Ugh. I'm just saying it's not the darkest grey, and then I'm like, it's very dark. It's like if you've had a black pair of jeans and you've worn them a lot. Although sometimes you get a pair of black jeans, wash them a couple of times and then they're grey. But yeah, I really like the colour. I actually am very matchy today, and I don't have leggings on or an oversized t-shirt because I was determined not to wear what I wear for dog walks, because I've got in that habit because I was trapped in my house at the Meadows, too scared to go out, and I could only go out once a day, which would be the dog walk, which I found intensely difficult. I was scared the entire time, like, so my only outfit was that. But because that's my mindset, my thing that I go to all the time, leggings and t-shirt, and then quite a few times I've wore like these cargo pants. They're not very thick fabric, like I don't get cold in them. Been wearing them with t-shirts. And then I was like, no, I want to wear my new jeans. And then I thought I'll put the jumper on, because it was 10 degrees, now it's 12, and it's saying it's going to go up to 14. So I might get too hot in these, and this is another reason I'm going to go home, because I don't want to be too hot. I could potentially keep the jeans on. It depends what the weather's going to get to. So I could potentially keep the jeans on, but I don't think I want a knitted jumper on that's got a wool blend. But am I going to get too hot in it? Because it does have man-made materials in it, as natural materials. If it was all natural materials, I probably wouldn't get too hot in it. Because I'm pretty sure man-made materials are like the type that you can stay, you don't get too hot in, but they keep you warm if it's cold. Oh god, whatever. Anyway, these jeans are so comfortable. I want to see how they wash a couple of times before I get any more, but they went viral. So, but when people leave reviews, they tend to leave them before they've washed them a few times. But I don't know if they do black, I don't know, I think they do about 3 shades of grey, like they do like a very, very pale shade of grey, which I don't think I would want. Then they do another shade of grey, and then these, I knew when I saw these I wanted these, but I might want like a blue pearl, like, you know, like a mid blue. And this jumper comes in 2 colours. This is called Billy, and then there's like a beige colour. What's the beige one called? I can't remember. Now you can buy them as a set with the matching bottoms, and the reason I didn't get them with the matching bottoms is because I didn't know if I was going to keep the jumper, because I didn't know how it would fit. It is an oversized fit. I have gone for a size smaller because I don't like things, I do have things that are like too oversized and they make me look bigger than what I am. I like things to be slightly oversized or loose, but I don't like super oversized, and I do have a couple of things that are more oversized than I thought they were going to be, and they do make me look bigger than what I am. So I sized down knowing that they're oversized. Like, they're not massively oversized, and it is still like, god, I could grow some massive boobs. I do really like it. And the reason I didn't get the bottoms is because I thought I was going to send it back because I know it's quite short, and when you see it on the model it looks really short on her, but she could have a long body. But when I've seen it on like people who work at Claw Manor, like there's someone who's actually bigger than me, she was, I think she was this size or the size above, and it's longer on her, so it don't quite cover my bum. Like I can pull it down below my bum, but because it's stretchy, but it moves again. But I could have gone down another size, I reckon. But I'm happy with the fit of this. And then the cuffs do come down, like, which I like, but because I'm going in the shop and picking stuff up, I don't want to accidentally get it caught on something, so I've just rolled them up a little bit. So I'm actually well put together. And then I've got black leather court shoes, like they've got white soles, because I didn't want to put white trainers on with it. Like, I feel like I'm more smart casual more towards the casual, but I'm quite smart in this jumper. And you know what? Chloe styles this jumper with like smart trousers and like a long smart coat, and it looks really good. So you can dress this up and down. Anyway, my bag should be here. Even though the dog's not with me, she's always on my bag. I need to start using another bag. I use this bag all the time. It's the right size. It's black and white check. It does go with my outfit. But I need to like swap it out for another bag. Oh, thank God there's a pound coin in the car. I'm a little bit thirsty. Do you know what? I'm in absolute pain. The walk I did yesterday, because she was dragging me really hard for at least 20 minutes uphill. I was already aching anyway, but my hip is in horrific pain. My knees, both of them, are in pain. My feet are in pain. My heel foot is in pain on my bad side. My other foot's sore. My shoulders are killing me. My arms are killing me. My back is broken. Not literally broken, but I'm broke. Just I hurt everywhere. And last night when I walked for the second time, I was like, I didn't want to go, I'll be honest. When I need to finish this video up, but basically yesterday afternoon I had a shower bath because that was always the plan, but I got in much later than planned because I had stuff to do. So I got on with my stuff for once. I didn't get everything done that I needed to do, but I never do because of how I feel. But I take it as an accomplishment if I do get something done. So I got some of the stuff done, and then I had my shower bath because I was going to go to Asda yesterday, but I didn't really have time to do it because of what time I got in the shower bath and everything, and all the other stuff that I needed to do. And I decided not to do it, A, because I couldn't remember what I was going to Asda for other than Tassimol pods because they were £1 cheaper. And then I'm like, if that's the only thing that I'm mainly going for, it's going to cost more for me to go there and back than the £1 that I'm saving. I might as well get it from whatever shop I end up in today that does them. So that saved me a journey, because who knows how long it's going to take me to get there and back. It depends on traffic. Is there any roadworks? Are people driving like that learner driver? And then I got to go in the shop, I got to walk around the shop, I got to pay, I got to get out. So I didn't have time unless I went at like 9 o'clock at night, and I didn't want to do that because I was absolutely exhausted yesterday. So I didn't, and then I couldn't remember what I wanted from Asda anyway, so I was like, well, don't really matter if I don't remember what I want. I forgot to see if my dad has frozen chips or not. Now, no, I would normally get them here, but I am going to go home when I leave here in case I need to get changed. I also don't know if I'm going to get a delivery today. You know, this has happened a few times where, you know, normally you get a message quite early on. I've not got a message, and then I've got it around lunchtime. So yeah, so after my shower bath and everything, because I got out and then I put some chicken in the oven that I defrosted yesterday because I forgot to do it the day before, and ended up having next to nothing to eat. And put the oven on, sorted the chicken out, put on what I wanted on it, put it in the oven, went upstairs, body lotion, pyjama bottoms, t-shirt, Are you alright? This bloke nearly walked into my car. His wife's now giving me a dirty look, even though I'm behind the white line. I don't know why she's giving... You should see the way she's looking at me. I'm not going to look. I'm nowhere near your car. He nearly walked into my car, and then he nearly hit it with his walking stick when he swung his walking stick. Now she's just... I'm not looking. I'm literally nowhere near the white line. Don't need your walking stick now, do you, Jeff? Just put it in his back seat. Obviously he's not gonna drive with it. What was I saying? So yeah, went back down, did my vegetables, and then whilst that was cooking, I unblocked Henry. Don't know how he gets blocked a lot. Do you know what? Henry winds me up because he picks up stuff I don't want him to bloody pick up. Then, if it gets in the vac bag, you have to cut the vac bag open to get it. Some things I'm like, I just can't be bothered, you might as well have it. But there are some things I've had to rescue from Henry. Anyway, vacked, and then I had my food, and then went upstairs, took my towel off, put products in. Oh no, I put the products in before I ate my food. Why am I telling you all this? Anyway, when it came time to go upstairs and like dry my hair, finish drying it and quick straighten, which I did without a mirror because I'd moved my flipping mirror out the room and I couldn't be bothered to get it. Did my brows, put mascara on, I weren't putting full makeup on, and I was like, I don't really want to go out. I was just sat there, I was like, I don't want to go out. I hurt everywhere, I was in a lot of pain, and I'm like, well, I'm going to have to because I don't want her to poo in the house. Her latest trick. She does it on the poo pads, but I'm sick of it. She needs to get out of this habit. She's not a puppy anymore. Took her out, and I tell you what, there was parts of the walks that was okay, but then there was parts like I was like, and you know what, there was a couple of points I'm like, she's going to try to go further, and she did. And then there was this one point I knew what she was going to do. She kept trying to go left and I was trying to go right. If we would have gone left, it would have added on about 20 minutes, but we would have to have gone up quite a steep hill, and I was like, no. And she kept leaping that way and trying to drag me that way, and like every time she leaps that way, because I've got a waist belt on and because she's insanely strong, she can manage to like pull me because she's very determined. All of a sudden she'll use all her strength and yank the lead as she pulls away, and it's an absolute nightmare because then I'm unsteady trying to grab hold of the lead to pull her back to go back on track to where we're going, and I was exhausted. And then she kept doing the thing where she was sniffing things. Like at one point she was sniffing something for 5 minutes, and I'm stood there because I was so tired at first I didn't realise, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like, what smells so good? You're sniffing it for 5 bloody minutes. Anyway, we finally got home, and we went, like, she wanted to go one way, I went the other way, and she was like still fighting with me, and I'm like, no, we're going this way. She's like, no, I want to go that way. No, you're not going that way because I want to go home because I literally need to sit down before I fall down. That's how tired I was, and I was aching like mad. And before I went out, I took an ibuprofen. I've had my last 2 today. I do have 2 in my dog walking bag, but I've had my last 2 because I hurt everywhere. My ankles are hurting, everything's hurting. Last night my hip was really bad, and I remember on the walk I was thinking, because I've got an electric hot water bottle thing and I've never tried it, and it's really clever how it works. You like plug it in, like it's got this thing that you attach to it, and it heats up in like 10 minutes or something or less, and you can get 6 hours of heat out of it. And I kept thinking, like, when I got home, just go and plug it in, but I sat down for ages because I couldn't face going upstairs. I did eventually go upstairs and like put pyjamas bottoms and a t-shirt on, but when I did go upstairs finally for the final time, although I did go down twice to check on the dog, I plugged it in and it took about 8 minutes. You can hear it in the last minute, it sounds like it's boiling it, although it's not a kettle and it doesn't have water in it. It does have a liquid in it, and I had it on my worst side, like my worst hip, and when I like was led certain ways and I couldn't have it, like I had it against, And then I think I went down at like 5 in the morning or something, and I came back up and I put it back on charge, and I sat and waited for it to get back up to heat. Even though it hadn't fully cooled down, it wasn't as hot as it was, and I waited for it so I could have it on me, and I actually planned on bringing it out with me, so when I'm driving I can have it like behind me or something, and I just totally forgot. But I do recommend it. It's by the brand Crystal or Crystals. Other brands probably do them, but I do rate it. On that note, I will probably film driving on because of the way that I've got to go. There's no roadworks, is there? Not that I'm aware of. Just because I'm scared of passing my ex. But after that, I won't be filming. Anyway, if you've enjoyed my video, please like. There should be a discount code for Comfort, Clomana. I think you get £3 off if you want the jumper or any of the pyjamas are the same price. I think the pyjamas are 55. I've got 5 or 6 pairs. I've still got 3 pairs in the packaging that I've never worn them. Anyway, I do rate them. I just keep wearing the same pairs, especially the first pair that I ever bought, the Harriet ones, which is grey. They're my favourite. I've always got those. Well, not always, but I predominantly, most of the time I will have those pyjama bottoms on. Well, not most of the time, but more than anything else. But please feel free to use the £3 discount. That should be linked. If not, scroll on my other videos because I might not forget to put it in. But yeah, hope you all have an amazing day. Please subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching.